What's up, family? It's your favorite realtor, Earl, realtor with the Bell Tower Real Estate team of eXp Realty. And my special guest on today's show is the multi-talented, magnificent Miss Vanessa Jones, owner, author, and artist of Vanessa Jones Voices. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing today?
Great. Thanks for having me.
You're very, very welcome. I know I'm very excited about this particular interview, especially because you have so many great talents and things that you do. So, why don't you tell the people just a little bit about your business and how you got started?
So, I provide voiceover marketing services, which means that I can do everything from providing a voiceover for a video, uh, where a business wants to have a commercial or explain something about what they do, a problem that they solve, or have like an overview video. So, I use different tones of voice, different pitches, inflections to create a voice that really is on brand for the business. And then I also can put together videos. So I also am a marketing kind of a one-woman production studio, and I can shoot video. I can put together the video. I can add my voiceover, add the music, write the script. I was an English and theater major, so I have a lot of experience with acting and with writing. And analyzing a script comes very naturally to me because I used to analyze literature all the time and teach it.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, like I said, it's that sounds like a lot that you do all in one gambit. Like you're just a Swiss Army knife of talent. All in one there. And Vanessa, where are you originally from?
I'm from Pennsylvania originally. I always like to say in my online profiles that I don't have an accent, that I'm like a neutral American accent. I don't know if that's really true, but that's what I say.
Hey, I can definitely tell it works. Like I said, I definitely can't tell you're from Pennsylvania. That's for sure. But I mean, hey, I'm a Virginia guy, so we kind of have a little mixture of both Southern, Northern.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of the split in between. Absolutely. So, what made you open this particular type of business?
Well, it is such a nice combination of all the things that I've done in my life. I've been a teacher for pretty much my whole adult life, but I've taught all kinds of things. I've taught literature, I've taught theater, I've taught history, I've taught music. Sure there's some other stuff thrown in there. Oh, I was the education specialist at the National Zoo for a while. So I was doing helping with running classes about, biology and animals. And it's just education has been my thing, and analyzing words has been my thing, and figuring out how to really get the meaning across has been my thing. So you put that all together, and a voiceover artist just, kind of popped up. I've been wanting to be an actor for a long, long time. As a theater major coming out of college, I thought, well, what can I do with this? I guess I'll teach, because I'm not going to go to Hollywood, and I'm not going to go to New York, and I'm not going to like wait the tables and try to go to the auditions in person.
Right.
It just wasn't something that I thought I could handle. But as technology evolved and it became easier and easier to just work from your own studio and be behind a mic, not a camera, it became more feasible for me to actually go back to that love of acting that I've always had.
Oh, gotcha. So, does it feel like at any point that maybe you've lived multiple lives, have done so much? Um,
Yeah, and I have many more I'd like to live, lots of paths that I still want to follow. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's super duper awesome. What would you say is your driving factor? What motivates you?
Um, I think that I'm most motivated by the challenge of taking a script and figuring out how to say it so that it's meaningful and impactful to people. This just thrills me. I know some people are like, really? Really? But I'll take the driest script ever and I'll just get so excited. How can I make meaning from this? How can I tell this story and bring it to life? And just the creative process of getting to go. I've gone to several local businesses too, and figure out what their story is and how to tell their story through the images and what I say is just super creative. And it just gives me the shivers to just even think about it, because it's just so fun to bring those stories alive.
Yeah, no, that sounds. You have to be super duper creative and have a what type of memory do you call it, where you can just picture and bring things into clear fruition, just from people's words, and then express that in your art, and what you do.
Right.
Yeah, you have to be super talented. I mean, my hat's off to you. I don't have it. I'm sorry. I don't have it. But if you think about it throughout your career, what would you say your customers would say they love about you or your business the most?
I'm actually thinking back to some of the reviews I've gotten. I would say I've had a lot of very pleased customers because I gave them exactly what they were looking for. I was easy to work with, and I even gave them, a bunch of options so that they had more that they could choose from. And I did it quickly, and I did it without, complaining or making things hard for them. So I think those things, the customer service and the
Yes.
quick turnaround, and more than anything, just having these honest relationships that I build with people. People don't expect that, especially when they're online. They just figure, "Oh, this isn't even a real person. I'm just gonna ask for this thing." And then they find out I'm a real person. And then they're like, "Oh, you mean you have thoughts?" And, "Oh, well, we connect on this," And so I think connecting with people and giving them something that is a really high quality product are the things that people have said about me in the past.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like I said, people kind of come to you with rough draft ideas, and then you give them this finished product that just blows them away at times.
Mhm.
Um, I hear that from a lot of different people, a lot of different artists, as well. Because I know a lot of times, and this is totally kind of off subject, but I'll give my marketing director some ideas, of what I want to do, and then
Right.
she'll put together a masterpiece. So I'm pretty sure you do the exact same thing for all your clients.
That's a really good example. Yeah, that is what I try to do. And, if I can connect with the person well enough, I can kind of understand what they want. And then I can, give them something even more than they expected.
That's awesome. That is super awesome. What would you say in the midst? I know we all have a lot of different things, but what would you say has been some of your greatest challenges in your business?
I think the learning curve to go from having a full-time job, being a teacher, to just jumping into the deep end and becoming a voice actor and setting up my own studio, learning all the technology. There are so many challenges. I couldn't even list them all. And it's passion that has really kept me going through all of that. So I would say two of the biggest ones were, and still are, figuring out how to structure my day so that I make the most of it and am, as efficient as I can be, and getting the work. So I was told this by a fellow voice actor, and I didn't quite believe her, but now I do. She said, when you're a voice artist, it's 20% doing the voice acting and it's 80% getting the work. And she was totally right. It is so much time spent reaching out to production agencies, reaching out to ad agencies, getting on rosters, making sure that they remember who I am, continuing to touch base so that I get auditions and I get work. Um, that takes a lot more time, honestly, than the work that I do. But the work that I do is so gratifying that it provides the oomph to do the other stuff.
Gotcha. Kind of gives you that extra juice you need
Exactly.
to do all the, like I said, the legwork, required in
Exactly.
order to even get the jobs.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, no, totally understandable. Sometimes I feel similar about real estate, but
Well, yeah.
that's another discussion. So
No, but I can definitely see the similarity there. For sure. Just getting your name out there, right? Letting people know what's different about you. There's a bunch of real estate agents. Why pick you, right? Why pick your services? If people don't know who you are, they're not going to hire you.
not
So,
at all.
got to get the word out.
That's absolutely right. This is the know you, like you, trust you business. So
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
that's really what it's all about. So why do you think being I'm going to say, I know you've been in the area for quite a while now. Why do you think it's important for people in any area to shop locally?
Well, there are a lot of reasons, but I guess number one is that when you shop locally, you keep the money in the local economy. And
Yes,
to be quite frank, the local economy has the strongest impact on our lives, right? Our local economy is where we get our public services. It's where we get our public schools. It's where we get the things that matter the most to our daily living. And when you keep the money circulating in the local economy, then you keep things boosted so that you have nice services, and you know everything just is better for everybody. And besides that, it's just so nice to walk into a business and get to talk to people who live in your community, who are your neighbors and your friends who you run into at Trader Joe's. To It's just a really good feeling to get those relationships going, and you know that you're going to see somebody and hopefully like when you walk into certain businesses that become your favorites. You don't get that, when you're ordering something online. It's relationships. It all makes us feel better.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Like I said, all boils down to those relationships,
Yeah,
and building and being the cornerstone of the community, with each other. It's
yeah.
such an important factor. So yeah, no, that's awesome, super duper awesome. Vanessa, what else do you do besides running your business?
Well, I'm also a writer, author. I just published my first book, and it is on adult ADHD. I'm very excited that it's finally out there. And I'm doing a lot of TikTok videos on ADHD hacks and ADHD myths. And um, I've just sort of positioned myself as an expert on ADHD from my own lived experience and my own research. And so I'm going to be doing a book signing at Barnes and Noble tomorrow for if the date is different when you put this out there, the February 3rd. No, that's not tomorrow. Sorry. It's Saturday, February 3rd from 12 to 3 at the Barnes and Noble in Williamsburg. And I'll have my books there for sale. So I write for, I wrote the book, and then I also write for the publication Medium, and I'll write essays for them. And I write poetry. So I do a lot of writing to get out some of my ideas and the way that I see the world. And I want to like put that together into some kind of meaningful pattern that I can kind of externalize and look at and say, oh, yeah, I made sense of something that I was feeling or noticing. And for me, that's very gratifying. I also like hiking.
That's great. What,
Yeah.
what do you like hiking? Like just I mean, in hiking, I know it can be different levels, as far as some people like the mountain climbing style hiking, some people like more trails. What's your preferred method?
Well, in the winter, we do a lot of bushwhacking. We just go through the woods,
Yeah.
and we'll just find woods around Williamsburg, and we'll just go through them. And we go off the trail, and we just discover all kinds of things in the wintry woods. Take lots of pictures. I like photography, so I'll just see a leaf, or I'll see some bark peeling on a tree, and I'll think, oh, it's gorgeous. It's art. So I
Yeah.
like doing a lot of that. And we do it in the winter because that's when the ticks are not around. And then when the ticks are around, we stay on the trail. And I love to travel, and go to national parks and that sort of thing, and just explore really cool trails in different climates and different environments.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, no, that sounds fun. Like you said, stay away from the ticks, the snakes, all those,
Right,
creatures, predators, type of things.
right.
But Vanessa, what is the best way for people to get in contact with you about your services or about your book or about anything that you have going on right now?
Really, the best way is to send me an email, and it's just Vanessa at VanessaJonesVoices.com. And I can give you a quote, send you an audition, send you a link to the book, anything you need. Vanessa at VanessaJonesVoices.com.
Awesome. Yep. So Vanessa, hey, I really appreciate you taking your time on your busy schedule to chat with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's been great talking to you. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Yep, my team and I, we try to connect with as many businesses as we can throughout the Hampton Roads area as we continue to shine light on great community businesses that only serve here in Newport News and Williamsburg and York County, but Hampton Roads as a whole. So that's like, some of our main thing that we do here. For more information on Miss Vanessa Jones and her voice services and her great new book that she'll be signing in Williamsburg this Saturday, the 3rd. Yep. You can definitely click the link here below in the description that you'll see pop up. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, stay out.
Thank you.